welcome back to Fred, literally in the shed. Yeah, I'm back in the shed shack. It's April and it's been snowing today and it's bloody freezing in here. It's about 4 degrees. But anyway, thought I'd come into this shed shack. We've got this radio on the bench, this ALBRECT, I think that's how you pronounce it, AE 4100. This was a radio that I never intended to buy. Let me explain. Way back in, I think it was about 2014, when I was just thinking about coming back to CB, me and a good lady, we went out to some friends to a barbecue, which was in the afternoon to the early evening, and yeah, the wine was flowing and we had rather a little bit too much to drink, so we came home worst for wear in the sort of late evening, and a good lady, she had the sense to go to bed, say, right, I'm off to bed. And I said, oh, I'm just going to have a cup of tea before I go to bed. Deadly. Sat there, I'll turn the computer on. Went onto eBay just looking at used rigs because they were very cheap at the time and I was just getting back into CB. Saw this one, and first thing that I saw was, oh, it's an AM FM rig. I'd only ever had an FM 40 channel rig. Oh, it's an AM FM, or I could listen to some AM. Now the thing was, back then, CB radios on eBay were really cheap. You could get a UK FM 2781 spec radio. Yeah, I mean, you know, in used condition, reasonable condition, they were going for about £10 or £12, something like that, with a little bit of postage, not like they are now. 40-50 quid, it's ridiculous. This one was starting bid was £8, 8 quid plus I think £3.50 post and packaging. I put a bid on it. Oh yeah, I put a bid of about £12 on it, and then went to bed a little bit worse for wear with a bit of a sore head. Got up in the morning, completely forgot that I'd bid on this radio, and then got a notification. Yeah, congratulations, you're the winning bidder, the only bidder, which is a bit odd, at £8 plus the postage, £11.50, delivered in about 2014, I believe. So yeah, I thought, great, okay, I've got an AM, I've got an FM radio. Of course, when I got the radio, and I never even connected it to antenna, I did a little bit of internet research, and I found out that this ALBRECT AE410, it's a CEPT radio, it's a Europe radio, it only works on the mid-block. It doesn't work on the UK FM because we've got those really weird kind of frequencies with a 0.25 on the end. So I bought a radio that I really didn't need. And to make things worse, I believe that it's 4 watts on FM, but I think it's only 1 watt output on AM as well. So there you go. I just shoved it in a cupboard upstairs, and it's been sitting in the shed ever since. I've never really taken the time to look at it. I've always been a bit kind of embarrassed that I bought it whilst I was pissed. But, you know, I thought today we'd dig it out and we'd have a look at it. It does work. I think, yeah. It does power up. I've never put an antenna on it before, but all the controls work. It's not bad, to be honest, compared to some of the China radios. The controls, they're a little bit loose. I mean, the channel select here, you don't even have to completely turn it to operate the channel there. But the squelch works, I think. Squelch works, volume works, AM, FM, of course mid-block, CEPT, and an emergency channel 9 switch. So what I'm going to do today, I think what I'll do, as this is what I would call a junk radio, it doesn't really mean anything to me. I'll do something I don't normally do. I'll take the bottom cover off and we'll just have a little look inside, and then I will connect it to an antenna and then see if I can get a radio check just to see if it works. I've got no idea if it works, whether someone's been in here before. Like I say, no one bid on it on eBay, and that's always a bit worrying. But that's the video. Anyway, let's have a quick look inside it, see what it looks like inside. There we go, a bit of a first for me. I'm not one to go inside radios, but as this is pretty much a junk radio, I thought we'd have a look inside it. This AE4100. And you know what, it doesn't look badly made, to be honest. It's got quite a nice lot of sort of screening. Yeah, I mean, overall there are some little adjustment pots. There we go, they're all around. I haven't got a schematic on this, so I'm not going to play around with it. It could do with probably the signal meter adjusting. It's a little bit over enthusiastic. In fact, it's well over enthusiastic. I'm sure one of these little pots is probably to adjust that, but I haven't got a schematic on it, and it's kind of working. So yeah, I'm just going to leave it alone. But yeah, I mean, look at the quality, the build quality. It's pretty much what you'd expect. Doesn't look too bad, to be honest. Can't tell what the capacitors are. I don't know if they're Nichicom or Panasonic or what they are, probably. But yeah, I've seen a lot worse. So yeah, that's the inside. So it is serviceable if you knew what you were doing. But as I don't know what I'm doing, I just leave well alone. The problem I think with the display here, it's showing me I've got S7 of noise. I never get S7 of noise, not even on a really bad day. And I just think the meter, I don't know if anyone's been inside it and had a little twiddle with it. Maybe they have, maybe it's just that designed that way. But it doesn't give you much leeway to give any signal reports. So this is on FM. I'm on FM on the mid-block, the step band, so we'll just have a little flick through. There's no skip coming in today as far as I'm aware. Receiving something. You can see like the meter seems to go up in sort of 2 increasement at a time, 2 kind of levels at a time. Doesn't seem, it's not a very good power meter, is it? That could be upper or lower sideband that it's receiving. Sounds well out of mode, so it's probably upper or lower sideband. Comparison, I've got the President here set to channel 30 on the mid block. And as you can see with the Antron, it's just got about S3 of noise, and that's normally what I would get. So that AE4 100 showing S7 to S8, yeah, it's just a very over enthusiastic meter. Channel 30 on the mid block is 27305, which is what we normally go on, but obviously we're on upper sideband and I've only got AM and FM on this radio, so if any of the guys are on there, they will hear me in the background, but I'll be completely distorted and completely in the wrong mode. Now, whether any of them would realise that and change modes to see whether they could hear me or not is another thing. But it'd be quite interesting to find out. And I'm just going to see if this radio works. I've never transmitted on this radio before. Yeah, on FM, on FM. Yeah, awesome, Dave, on FM.
Yeah, I've got you on FM.
Hey, happy days. I got no idea. I've never tried this radio before.
Roger, you got a hum in the background, like a mains hum.
Oh, Roger, yeah, that could be the transformer. Does that make any difference?
Yeah, it improved a little bit actually.
Okay, well, we'll do that off. Well, it works. It's a little ALBRECHT AE 400 that I bought when I was a little bit splished on eBay.
Hey, happy days, mate, happy days. Right, we'll go back to USB then.
Okay, buddy, thank you for the radio check.
Roger, Roger.
There you go, so it works. It works. So there's a little bit of mains hum. But that might be the power supply unit I'm using, I'm not sure. But there you go. It did work. It was a little bit quiet on the receive on FM there, but I did get him. So yeah, there you go. Shame we can't get them. Yeah, they're on the sideband now. Shame we can't get them on the old sideband. Anyway, I'm going to go back on the net. But there you go. So that's it. So yeah, I mean, you know, I do not recommend going onto eBay when you've had a few too many sherbets, but I suppose for 11 quid it doesn't look too bad. At least I know it works, and it's getting out on the old FM there on the mid block, so maybe I'll just keep it in the shed over the winter. Bit of a kind of, well, what happens to it radio. Anyway, well, cheers, thanks for tuning into this. Just a little look at a radio I bought when I was pissed. I'll catch you all on the next one. Cheers, guys.